on the Book of Faces. Fantastic. Fantastic. We're live on Facebook. We're live on YouTube. Good morning, everyone. Just waiting for our IG stream to get started, and it is now started. Good morning. Good morning, everybody. I'm back. Okay, wait. All right, here we are. There we go. So now we're live on all of our platforms. Good morning, everybody. Welcome to today's Saturday morning tap-in. We are here and ready to get this weekend started. Welcome, welcome, welcome to those who are just tuning in, whether it is your first time or whether you are a series regular and you've been tapped in many, many times. You are welcome here. I'm so glad to have you. For those who are new here, I am Shamika Cotton, your host for Saturday Morning Tap-In. What do we do on these tap-ins? We come together for uplifting conversations. We set some intentions, and then we do a little bit of journaling. So if you don't have it nearby, you are going to want to go ahead, get your journal, because a little bit later today we'll be doing some journaling. But for now, I want to welcome you all to today's Saturday morning tap-in. Let's go ahead. Thank you for the loves over on TikTok. We are live on TikTok at Shamika Chronicles, YouTube.com/Shamika Chronicles, Instagram at Shamika Chronicles, and Facebook Shamika Chronicles. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Let's go ahead and get this Saturday morning tap-in party started, and let's go.
Don't never stop. If you wanna be on top, yeah.
We're tapping in. All right, you guys. Am I glad to see you all? Yay! We made it. We made it. We made it to Saturday. We made it through the week. Hey, K Blue. So good to see you. So glad to have you here. Hello, Mateus. Welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. Soraya's over there dancing on TikTok. She's dancing to that tap-in theme song because we're ready to tap in. Ready to tap in. Ready to tap in. Yeah. So go ahead right now, you guys, if you haven't already. Let's go ahead and put our intentions in the chat. We got K Blue dancing, cutting the rug over on IG. Go ahead and put your intention in the chat. What intention do you want to set for this weekend? What intention do you want to set for the week ahead, right? I always ask this question. When you think about the week that you've had, and I've had a week, okay? When you think about the things you have on your to-do list for today, right? When you think about what's ahead, right? What you've got planned, what's on your schedule. When you think about the people you are going to encounter today. When you think about the events that you may be attending this weekend, what intention? Hey, womp womp. Thank you for that heart over on TikTok. Thank you so much. Who was that? Was that Becca? Becca, thank you so much for that. But when you think about that, think about where you're going to be going today, the people you're going to meet, the people you want to meet, right? The events, the invitations you've received to go somewhere, right? And you've decided, I'm going to go. What do you want to have happen at those encounters, those events, right? That's what setting intentions is all about. It's about taking that power that we have within us, right? To create the life that we desire. Thank you so much for all the hearts popping up on TikTok, right? Yes, some more 2K3 tap-in is back. Tap-in is back. All right, so I see some intentions coming in. Soraya Jane says she wants to set the intention to have a good day. Absolutely. Absolutely. So to have a good day, right? What intention do you want to set? So feel free to go ahead and put that in the chat today. Today we're going to be talking about the synchronicities of life. I feel like I live one just like a really synchronistic life, right? And I say synchronistic, right, instead of coincidence, right? I have a lot of things that happen to me that I'm just like, there is a divine order in the world, in the universe, in my life, right? That puts me in the right place at the right time, right? So feel free to repeat after me. I am always in the right place. Speak life over yourself. I am always in the right place, at the right time, with the right people. God's blessings chase me down and overtake me. And so it is, right? Speak life. The words that we speak over our lives are indeed very powerful, right? They carry power in them, and they go out there into the world. They go out there into our lives and bring back the very things that we have spoken, right? The very things that we have spoken. All right, so K Blue Lash Artist says, to take today to live in my heart and not in my head. Brain break, okay? To have a brain break. Well, that's good, because we are going to do some box breathing today, so we'll go ahead and get that kicked off. I've got box breathing already lined up, but I want us to talk about a few things before we do our box breathing, so that we can go into our box breathing, one, to breathe and to have that brain break, but also as we go into the box breathing, to possibly go into it intentionally, opening up a space for the conversation that we are going to have today. But I love that. I love that, K Blue. Take a brain break. Live in my heart, right? That heart, that place, right, of love, that place of gentle guidance, right? That still small voice, that part of you that is just yours, right? That is there for your good. Absolutely. Live in my heart, not my head. All right, what else do we have? We have some more 2K. All right, here we go. I love this. Thank you guys for putting in your intentions today. What's up, Tony G? What's up, Sanshanita on TikTok? So glad to have you guys tapping in. All right, over here on IG, Simone 2K3 says, my intention is to stay in the vibration of gratitude and expectation. But expectation for what? For goodness for myself and others. You know what that reminds me of, some more 2K3. You know what that reminds me of? That reminds me of the prayer of manifestation, the oath of manifestation, right? For the goodness of you and for those and others. All right, so all right, let's write that down. Stay in the vibration of goodness. Absolutely. Feel free, if you're just tuning in right now, we're going through and getting some intentions down so that when it's time to set our intentions later on in today's tap in, we are going to set some powerful intentions that is going to change the course of our today, right? To change the course of this very moment by sending out a vibration of sound, a vibration of feeling, right? A vibration into that realm of the unseen, right? The same way when we think about how we're getting the Wi-Fi signal, right? Do you guys see Wi-Fi waves? No, we don't. Okay, maybe you do. Maybe you might have a little special, you can see some things, right? But for the most part, we don't see Wi-Fi signals. For the most part, we don't see radio signals, right? For the most part, we don't see gravity, but we do see the effects of gravity, right? We don't see wind, but we do see the effects of wind. And that is what we're doing when we are setting our intention, right? We are sending out a powerful vibration, right? This power that we have over our lives to bring back to us the good that we seek. I'm so glad to have you guys here. I'm so glad. All right, let's see, what else do we have? All right, be good, y'all. Be good, y'all. Welcome to Saturday Morning Tap In. Their intention is to live in today and not tomorrow or yesterday. They want to live in the present, all right? Live in the present, to be present. And that's so great. That is so great. Sometimes we need to tap in, right? On Saturday, tap in anytime during the day. And we can get present by what? Simply breathing. So let's just take a moment. I love that, Be Good, y'all, for just introducing that into our space today. So let's take this moment right now to get intentional, to get present. Let's take 3 intentional inhales. First one, we inhale, we are present. Hold it and exhale. Releasing any tension in the body, sitting erect, all right? Feeling our body. Do a nice body scan from the top of your head and just allow yourself to check in as you scan through just the different parts of your body to say, hey, do I feel like I'm holding tension? Do I feel like I'm clenching? Are you clenching your jaw? Are you clenching your hips? Are your shoulders up at your ears? Drop them. Drop them. Are you clenching your toes? All right, now that we've done that body scan, let's take a nice intentional inhale to breathe into those areas of tension, okay? Breathing in, we inhale. Hold it and exhale. And as you exhale, we're allowing the tension in those areas to be released, to exit on the exhale. Yes. Yes. All right. We're going to do one more time for the subconscious mind. All right. Mind, body, and spirit. We inhale for deep presence. We inhale. We hold it. And then we exhale. What's up, Desi? So good to see you tapping in on this Saturday morning. So glad to have you here. So glad to be here. Yes, yes, yes. Some more 2K3. What you typing over here on IG? Let me share this with everybody, because if you're not on Shamika Chronicles over on IG, you can't see this, but I'll read it off for you. Some more 2K3 says, this work, meaning the work that we're doing, tapping in, the work that we're doing, setting intentions, the work that we're doing, breathing, right? This work works. Hey, if you work it, I know about that. Wednesday night, hear this, you guys. I want you all to hear this story that some more 2K3 is sharing, all right? So Wednesday night, an acting coach he had called him and asked him to help coach her on an audition. Wait, hold on. Wait. An acting coach asked me to help coach her. So let's summarize that part. So the acting coach actually said, some more 2K3, can you help coach me on audition? Is that correct, some more 2K3? Is that correct, Stephen? All right. Then she showed him an episode of a Netflix show that she had booked. Some more 2K3 watched the episode and stated that they would call her back yesterday. And guess what? She got the call back. So I'm getting it now. Okay, great. So I got it. So when some more 2K3 said earlier, right? The intention to stay in the vibration of gratitude. Can you guys feel that? If you're not feeling it, I need y'all to get present in this moment, right? I need y'all to be present in this moment of today, because in this moment, what we are stirring up with this energy, why I showed up today to do the work that I've been called here to do, is to create a vibration, to create a feeling space that raises your vibration, that raises what you think is possible, that helps you tap in to the positive, to help you tap into the possibility of good, better, and best. So don't miss this moment. Don't miss this moment. Don't miss this story, right? Don't miss the power of intention when some more 2K3 says this work works when we work it, right? Intention to stay in the vibration of gratitude and expectation for the goodness of myself and others, right? Speaking life, over your family, over your friends, over those in your life, expecting good for and with them, holding that space. That's basically what we do on Saturday morning tap-ins. We hold the space collectively for our good, because there is power in community. There is power when we come together. All right. Hey, Mateus. So glad to see you here tapping in. Some more 2K3. That is amazing. Congratulations to your friend. Congratulations to your friend. Sans Toyette, welcome to your Saturday morning tap-in. I just promoted the tap-in. Oh, she just promoted the tap-in at her women's retreat. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Right? Because we are called together in this moment for a divine purpose. Oh wait, there's more to some more 2K3 story. So then they called her back and asked her for 2 more episodes for next season. Okay, you all, let's do the work, right? We are not going to stand idly by and just let life give us whatever life wants to give us. Life is asking us, what do you want? And if you're tapping in and you don't know what you want, let's just take a moment, right? Let's get into that stillness, right? Okay, Blue, let's get into that present moment. Let's put our hand on our heart. Just for a second. And let's just take an inhale and let's just sit here for a moment and get clarity on what do you want. We inhale. And exhale. Listening. What do I want? What do you want? If no one has asked you and you haven't asked yourself, what do I want? Do you want to feel good in your body? Do you want more order in your home? Do you want more love and romance in your life? Do you want a new start? Do you want energy to do the things you envision? What do you want? Right? Just holding that space, because somebody tuning in, whether they're tuning in live right now or watching the replay, had that question. What do I want? What do I want? And then some more 2K3. Let me tell you, if you've got a testimony, testify, put it in the chat. We'll read it out. We'll read it out and celebrate with you. Because guess what I know is true? If it's possible for some more 2K3, if it's possible for Steven, guess who else is possible for? Me. Guess who else is possible for? You. That's right. It is possible for you. Some more 2K3 over on IG says, then the next day, he received a call from his agent, a commercial that he filmed in late June, okay? Because some more 2K3, guess what he be doing? Working. He be working, okay? A commercial that he filmed in June, production is giving him an additional payment, wasn't expected. Doing the work. Keeping the mindset. Keeping the heart space of expectation, right? Of good, right? Are you expecting good? And I know Stephen expects good. You know why? Because he's always maintaining the conversation and the consciousness of prosperity. Doing the work of thinking about receiving abundance, getting in divine alignment with abundance. That's always on his mind. What's on your mind? What are you thinking about? Are you thinking about and focusing on lack and focusing on how things didn't work out? Are you missing this moment, or are you in this moment being present, focusing on your good? Focusing on something to be grateful for. I don't care if that thing that you're going to be grateful for right now is just being present in this moment and feeling a little spark of goodness, a little bit of relief in this moment. No matter what you may have been going through in this moment, I feel a little bit of hope. I feel a little bit of presence. I feel a little bit of what's possible. And I feel that it is possible. In this moment, The ache that I had, I don't feel it right now in this moment, so I celebrate this morsel of health. Right? Some more 2K3 says we get together on Saturdays and we set the charge. Saturday morning tap in, we are setting the charge. We're sparking the good on those invisible molecules in our life with our voices, with our feelings, with our thoughts, our actions, and our reactions. Sparking the good. Right? And allowing that to go out there and create more good feelings. But yes, as Stephen says, right, it's important that we carry it throughout the week. Guess how you can carry it throughout the week? Did you know we have a Saturday morning tap-in Facebook community? We do. So make sure, if you haven't already, and you want to make sure that you're carrying this throughout the week. If you're just tuning in and you don't follow me, hello, what are you doing? Follow. If you're on YouTube, subscribe. All of these things are free. Turn on your notification bell. Right? Because my job, what I've been called to do, is to bring goodness and inspiration down your timeline. That's what I'm committed to doing. And so when you're in our free Facebook group, right, we're always putting things in there, something for everyone. You'll find something that resonates with you, that may uplift your spirit, that may keep you in the place of hope, right? That will help you get through this day. Good morning, Takesha, right? So if you haven't already, join the Facebook group so that you can have the seeds that we plant on Saturday, to have them watered, right? To have them watered throughout the week, so you can stay in that consciousness, in that mindset of goodness, right? So you can get that motivation to get up, get out, and get something. Don't let the days of your life pass by. Okay? Right? Get up, get out, go take a walk. Get up, get out, go to the gym. Right? Get up, get out, call a friend. Right? Hang out, because those things absolutely do change how you feel on the inside. I'll tell you that. I have some really, really special friends in my life. Some really special people. You all are a part of that special community that I get to be a part of. Takesha, who does my hair, okay? Every time I go to Takesha, I get more than my hair taken care of. My spirit is fed. Toyette, right? Kristalla, K Blue called me a couple weekends ago after the tap in to say, just calling to check in, right? Some more 2K3 Steven, right? Be grateful for those people in your life, the people in our lives, right? Because that keeps our vibration high, okay? That keeps us feeling up just for a little bit, right? Moment to moment to moment, being present. All right, so I want to share this clip, right, that I saw on the TikToks. I saw this amazing clip on the TikToks. Oh, actually, let me give you guys an update before we get to that clip. So, you guys, I have had 2 therapy appointments. Your girl has found a therapist, and I found me a Black lady therapist. And I'm excited about it. We've had some amazing, deep sessions already in just the 2 sessions, and we're scheduled to meet again, next week, And I was just journaling about this yesterday. I don't know how it works, but talking to a licensed therapist, not just your friends, right? But a licensed therapist that can help talk to you and walk you through your thoughts so you can hear what you're saying. And if you need to hear something so you can see what's going on the inside, right? On the inside, right? So I don't know how it works when you just talk to someone, but it helps. You may be watching this and thinking, I don't know how that's going to help me. I don't think talking to someone can help me. I'm here to tell you it can. Yes, it can. And especially if you're going through a moment where it just feels heavy, right? Sometimes just having that moment, that one therapy appointment just to talk in that crack, right? You get a little crack into what's going on. Light can come in. Love can come in. Hope can come in. Right? And it uplifts you for it could be a lot of uplift for just a little bit. It could uplift you enough to, hey, go get in the shower now. Hey, go take a walk now. Hey, I can get up and get back to my life now. Right? So I'm very grateful that I have found me a therapist that I'm excited to be working with. And I just thought that I would share that with you all, and thank you all so much for holding that space with me, right? Thank you all so much for holding that space and for checking in on your girl, okay? Right? And so hopefully, I don't know who's watching this, who this is for, but I do know it's for someone, right? That's why I've been called to share my journey, to share the stories, the thoughts, because it is needed, right? All right. And on that note, I thought, y'all, that was a good segue. All right. On that note, let me share this amazing clip that I saw on TikTok. All right, Shamika, let's get this clip. Okay, here we go. Let me share this screen. And then we're going to watch this clip. We'll chat a little bit. We'll do some box breathing, just giving you guys a little idea of the run of the rest of the show. And then we'll go ahead and get into our journaling and get our Saturdays started. All right, let's look at this clip and let's talk about it. Okay, y'all? I want y'all to talk about this with me after I share it. Okay, here we go. Where did it go? Okay, here we go. Let me know if it's echoing immediately. If it's echoing, Sans Kawana, so glad to see you here tapping in today. Let me know if it's echoing. Do you guys see my screen? Okay, let's wait. Okay, cool. All right, and here we go.
When God puts you on a calling, He's already heard the cry of the people that need you. Mm-hmm. He's already heard their requests. You know, He's already heard somebody say, dang, I wish somebody could create such and such on the way. When God gives you something, He's not asking you to find a way to make people want it. He's like, I've heard them. That's why I sent you with it. Oh. So to try to walk and win, you've already won. So when I sit here and do this, I had to release the need to find and market and look for and do. And God was like, but they're waiting. Not because Lisa's like this special guru, but we were created to pour into people. Every one of us. So my assignment has these people.
And this is the vehicle that you'll use to pour into them.
Absolutely.
Yeah. I have my own vehicle that He's given me to pour into people.
Right.
Yeah.
I had to release, this very business mindset, but
that's fact.
So God was like, you got to let go of all of that. When God's
y'all, let's talk about it. What do you think about that clip? What do you think about that clip? Do you agree? Did this open up something new for you? Did this confirm a thought that you've been having? Yes, some more 2K3. Exactly. Yes, Stephen. Wow. Right? When I think about this Saturday morning tap, and when I come here to sit down and turn on the laptop and turn on the phone and get this broadcast going, and I've said this before, you all make this community, this tap-in experience. But I also know, which is why before every tap-in, I have to call and consecrate and pray with the prayer chaplain just to set the space so God can do what God does, right? Because there's extreme intentionality behind this, right? someone's asking for this moment. Someone says, you know what, I really wish there was something to kind of help me anchor into the moment and get present real quick before I go on my day on Saturday, or whenever they find the recording, right? Someone said, I really wish someone like Toyette would show up for this women's retreat. Someone who's organized and just a beautiful person inside and out. I wish she could show up so I can see what that looks like, right? Someone's asking for K Blue to show up and hold that space of just beauty and positivity and sisterhood, right? Someone's asking for you to show up because you showing up matters. You showing up matters. You doing that thing that is on your heart to do matters. You launching that business idea, you creating that journal, you writing the blog post, you making the content, you sharing the photographs, you making the painting and the art, you doing the lashes, right? It matters. Guess what else matters? Your joy matters. You showing up in joy matters, right? Someone's going to be fed and uplifted and inspired by seeing you enjoy, by seeing you do the thing that makes your heart sing. All right, I said we're going to do the box breathing, but I forgot. I wanted to tell you guys a story. Okay, so I'm going to tell you this story because y'all know I always have like a story that, like I said, my life can... I tell y'all, I be like, what is going on with the synchronicities in my life? And so I know that this story that I'm going to share with you will further resonate, will further, if that clip kind of opened the door, this story will help it land a little bit more to see, well, how does one experience this, right? Me putting my groceries away matters. What? Me not letting my groceries spoil and getting home in time to put them away matters. You guys are like, what, Shamika? Everything? It all matters. There is an organizing force in the world and in our lives. Samora 2K3 says everything aligns in place. God fills the gap. God fills the gap. When you feel broken, God fills the gap. Right? And just being in the tap in and hearing that the gap is being filled. I speak that over your life right now. The gaps are being filled. Right? The pieces put together, right? So, a couple of weeks ago, you guys, all right, let me know what y'all think about this story. Let me have a little swig of my coffee. It's delicious. So, a couple of weeks ago, that's more than a couple of weeks ago, probably a month now, but whatever. I was working an event in Connecticut, right? And I was there for a few days. Now, for those who are not familiar with the relationship between Connecticut and New York, basically Greenwich, Connecticut is about an hour away from New York by car, hour and a half, depending. So I was there working an event for about 3 days on an assignment. Now, before I left, some of you guys know that I have Cook Unity, right? Cook Unity. I just had a moment. So yeah, I have Cook Unity. And what is Cook Unity? Cook Unity is my way to get my meals, to make sure that I eat, to make sure that I have food. Because sometimes I'm so busy, I don't have time to prepare food. And even sometimes it's just that energetically, right? I feel too drained and I just don't have time to even grocery shop. So what I did was I signed up for Cook Unity to have my meals delivered. Now, before I left, I said, oh, Shamika, don't forget, you're going to be away. So go to Cook Unity and make sure you skip the delivery. So I went to Cook Unity before I left, and I was like, oh, my meal skipped, right? Great, I've already handled it. Or so I thought. So I said, oh, great. I saw in the app it said skipped. And so I said, great, that's handled. Cut to, I'm at the event and I get a notification that my meals are on the way. I'm like, wait a minute, but I'm not at home. And so once the meals are on the way, there's nothing you can do about it. I didn't have anyone that I could call, right? I didn't have a neighbor I could say, hey, neighbor, I'm about to have some food. I'm about to have 8 meals delivered. Okay, 8 delicious meals delivered. And go put that away, hold it for me. I didn't have that. And I was like, I could either just let the food sit there and go bad, or I could have to run home and put my stuff away. Now, I want you to understand this. Now, the event that I was working, the people organizing the event in my contract, they pay for transportation, right? They give me Uber vouchers. And what I love about these Uber vouchers is that the tip is already included in the voucher. They cover the tip, right? So whatever tip you select, that's the tip that they're going to get. And so I always love when I get these vouchers because I'm tipping the maximum. I have decided that in those moments when I get Uber vouchers, God wants me to give this money to whoever is my driver, okay? When I get into your Uber, God wants you to have this money, okay? So you about to get 25%, you understand? So anyway, so I finally get done working and we're going home back to our hotel, right, for the evening. And I'm like, you know what? No, I need to go home and I got to put my groceries away. I'm going to just decide, Shamika, go and put your groceries away, right? They're covering your Uber, just go do it, right? So I said, okay. So after we finish working at the venue, I get to the hotel, check in, go to my room, put my stuff down, and I call an Uber, right? And so then the Uber driver comes. Now, I get into this man's Uber, and he's very, very kind, right? Just so kind. He's like, you look like a nice person. I was like, you don't even know, but I am. Okay, you look like a very kind person. And it's super late at night. It's probably now about, well, it's not super late, but when you think about going from Connecticut to New York, it's almost like 9 or 10 o'clock, right? And so we're chatting, and he talks about how driving an Uber, that Uber takes a large percentage of their money. When you think that they're not getting the full amount that you're seeing in the app. They're getting a fraction of that amount. And he was talking about that. And he was also saying, but I don't worry. I know that the money comes. And we talked about some other things. And I said, isn't that interesting, right? That I made the intention that whoever's Uber I get into, especially when I have these vouchers, that means that God wants them to have more money because I'm about to give it to you, okay? It's already paid for, and I'm going to give it to you, right? I'm going to be a steward over that and give that to you. And so I said, wow, the fact that God had me get into his cab so that he could get that extra tip, right? And so what's so interesting about the story, what I found so interesting, was that he said that he had just dropped off someone because we had just had some really bad rainstorms. And so flights had gotten canceled. And so he had to drive a woman to Connecticut because her flight was canceled. So I think she was going to Australia or something. And so she needed somewhere to stay because the hotels were like $500 a night, and she wasn't going to do it. She couldn't do it. So he drove her to Connecticut to the friend's house that she knows. Now, he was saying how, so it's late at night, it's close to the end of his shift. And what happens is, you know, it's good for an Uber driver or any driver that's making deliveries. If you're going home, you want to go back with cargo. You want to be paid to travel back. You want to be paid to travel back, right? And after he dropped her off, his whatever in the app went down. You guys pick up on what I'm saying? The app went down. He couldn't get another ride. For some reason, it wasn't working, right? And so finally, the app comes back up, and guess what ping he gets? He gets my ping. I just so happened to have left the office, got to my hotel, dropped off my bags, clicked the Uber app, ordered the Uber, and right when his Uber app comes back up, guess who it is? Me. But guess where he lives? In my neighborhood. Do you guys understand what I'm saying here, right? It may look like things are not working, but I tell you, in what seems like it's not working, trust that something good is in the works. It could have been a second or a minute's difference that somebody else would have gotten my Uber request. But God worked it out in a way that his Uber app went down. God said, no, I can't have this app work right now because you're going to get somebody else. I need you to be in the right place at the right time with the right people. And boom, it's up. Shamika has requested you. Right? And what a beautiful ride that was for both of us. To have that moment to witness how things are always working out for our good, right? What a beautiful moment for me to have this opportunity to tell this story to you, to encourage you to know that things are always working out for your good. Even in moments of seeming disarray, right? To have faith that something good is going to come of it. And y'all, I tell you, sometimes I'm like, what in the simulation am I living? The fact that he lives in my neighborhood, he needed somebody to be in the car to help him get back to Brooklyn so he could be paid for that trip. And not only that, to receive that abundant tip. I'm just saying, if you're not picking up what we're putting down right now, you're missing the moment. Don't miss this moment, right? Don't miss this moment. So we've watched the clip of the woman that said, someone is calling for you to do you. Let that settle. Let's bring the energy down and get really grounded right now, you guys. I am Be Swayed. Let's get really grounded right now. Mateus, tapping all that love over there on TikTok. Let's get really grounded before we go into this box breathing. Somebody is calling for you to do you, to be you, to simply just show up as you. Somebody is calling for that business idea that you have. Someone is calling for you some more 2K3 to play that role that only you can play. That when it comes through you, they're able to see themselves. They're able to believe. They're able to hope. They're able to enjoy your craftsmanship. Right? Some student is calling for you, Toyette, to be so on point with understanding what they need in order to matriculate through college to set them up for success. So much so that they say, if it wasn't for her advice, if it wasn't for her guidance, I would not have been able to have this exquisite, this premium opportunity, this life-changing opportunity. Soraya Jane, someone is asking for you to show up just being your beautiful, joyful self. Let that settle. Let that land for right now, right? And so as we go into our box breathing right now, right? And box breathing simply means the inhale is for 4. You hold it for 4 counts. You exhale for 4 counts. And then you hold it for 4 counts. And then you inhale. Now we can use this box breathing for a couple of things, right? We can simply do the box breathing, right? And I'm going to ask you to do that. But before we do the breathing, dare we set the intention for our breaths. Let us set the intention for our breath. So in this moment, get still. In this moment, in the box breathing, y'all, it's only 5 minutes. You got 5 minutes. Trust me. Okay? You got 5 minutes. Set the intention for the breath. What do you want to call into your life? Simply by breathing, by focusing on your breath. What do you want to call into your life? Right? We've had some amazing intentions that came in today. Our box breathing could be a moment for us just to breathe into those intentions. Life can be as simple as breathing. To have a good day, to have a brain break, to live from our heart, not our head, to stay in the vibration of good and expect the good for myself and others, to live in the present, to be renewed, to feel joy, to feel fulfillment. Lost in reverb, to feel fulfillment, to have health in your body. Lost in reverb, right? So let's set that intention right now. And we're going to go ahead and go into our box breathing. It's on the screen for those who are on YouTube, Instagram, and Facebook. All right. We begin in 3, 2, 1. Breathing in, we inhale. 2, 3, 4. Hold it. And exhale. 2, 3, 4. And hold it. 2, 3, 4. And exhale. We are box breathing. All right. And staying in that place of openness, we are going to journal. Today's journal prompt is: how is my life different today than it was a year ago? And how can I be thankful for those changes? For those who are new here, go ahead, get your journals. We're going to go ahead and put 10 minutes and 10 seconds on the clock. And so remember, the journal prompt gets you down on the page. But once you're down on the page, you can write about whatever you want to write about. But all you need to do is keep the pen moving across the page. All right, here we go. We begin. We are journaling. I'll put the journal prompt on the screen. The journal prompt is now on the screen. How is my life different today than it was a year ago? And how can I be thankful for those changes? We are journaling. 8 minutes, 48 seconds to go. We're journaling. Thinking back a year ago, where were you a year ago? What's different? What are you grateful for? And remember, the journal prompt just gets you on the page. Maybe once you start journaling, you want to write about something else. It's your journal, and that's your business. But we're journaling. right, time is winding down. Thank you so much, Mateus. I really appreciate you. Okay, we're wrapping this up. Nice. And we have journaled. We have tapped in for this Saturday morning tap in. Saturday morning tap in. We have done the thing. The only thing left to do is to set our intention. But before we do that, I want to thank you all so much for tuning in this Saturday, for holding space, for, based on what we talked about today, for desiring that this space, this show, this experience exists, right? For desiring that with me, because you desired it, because we desired it. We're here today and we were able to tap in, to be refreshed, right? To be reset, like K Blue says, right? So thank you all so much for tuning in. All right. Did you have any aha moments today? Did anything stand out for you today? Are you going to do something new this week? Did you have a new thought, right? Are you excited about something new in your life? Or are you going to go and restore something in your life? Are you going to go for a walk today? Maybe today just said, you know what? I'm inspired to just go out today and to take a walk and to touch grass. Maybe that, right? Maybe you're just inspired to see someone today and to smile and to send kindness their way, right? All right, so if you have that, feel free to put it in the chat. As I do every Saturday, I share what I wrote in my journal. Remember, there's no right or wrong way to journal. The only thing is to do it. And so this is what I wrote. Don't judge me. All right. How is my life different today than it was a year ago? How can I be thankful for those changes? A year ago, I was gearing up for a new cohort of interns. I had just left the National Association of Black Journalists Conference in Cleveland. And then I went to Jamaica for a week for the first time with Angel and some friends. That was a refreshing time. But what has changed? My business has grown. Oh, and new people joined my management team who are excited about my career. I definitely paid off some debt. And I've gotten some amazing clients on my docket that I am in partnership with. My business is growing and my heart is full. Yes, that's what I journaled. That's what I had to just get down from my mind, from my heart, and down onto the page. All right, so let us go ahead and let's get our intentions set for today. Let me get these intentions up on the screen. And then we are going to go ahead and get about our day wherever you are, okay? So let's see, here we go. I'm just typing the intentions in here. To have a good day. Brain break. Let me get that in here. All right, we got that. And let's do stay in vibration of good. We've got live in the present. And then we also have renew. All right. All right, so if you're here, let's go ahead and center ourselves and prepare to set these intentions, to activate them, to spark the invisible particles in our life, right? So that we can go out there and see the effects of these intentions. All right, so let's just take a moment. It's very easy to do. Very easy to do. Put your feet nice and planted on the ground, sitting erect. Breathing in and releasing. Let's take another cleansing and connecting intentional inhale. We inhale and we exhale. And we set the intention to have a good day today. And as we set that intention, we are opening ourselves to be open and receptive to our good. Let us get out of the way. Let our hearts be clear, our minds be clear and focused to be a vibrational match for the good that seeks to bless me today. Whether it be people, places, things, or thoughts, or new ideas. Whether that good day means I can move more freely and more comfortably in my body. We set the intention for a good day. Whether that means a day filled with peace and no arguments with those in our lives. We set the intention to have a good day. Whether that means to eat some good food and to share some laughs. We set the intention today to have a good day. Allowing whatever thought comes up, allowing it to come up and to activate that thought. We set the intention to give our brain a break, to live in our heart, to come and be intentional from a space of love. To be guided, to hear, to be in divine alignment, to be present. And when our mind is tempted to race, thinking of the past or thinking of the future, in that moment, may we hear the still small voice that beckons us to be present in the right now moment. We set the intention to be still in those moments. Whether it means just taking 30 seconds, 60 seconds, 1 minute to simply breathe. To connect with the person in front of us heart to heart, or just to share a gaze, to be present. And as we allow ourselves to be in the present moment, let all good vibrations be lifted up in, as, and through us. And may this good vibration draw our good to us. And may those on our hearts, our loved ones, our friends, oh God, may we hold that space with them so that they can receive their good. For we expect good all around us. So we are grateful for this moment of renewal. Today, Saturday morning, tap in is complete. And so it is. All right, you all. I bless you. Ashley Nicole is in the building. Hey, sis. I want to thank you all so much. Mateus in Brazil. Yes. I bless you today to go out and expect the good. Why? Because you deserve it. We deserve it. All right, you guys. I'll see you all next Saturday. Bye for now.